नमस्कार, मैं हूं दिलीप कुमार from DPS Sadpura. As the prevailing conditions in our country due to the COVID-19 virus, all the students and the citizens are advised by the Health Ministry of India and the Government of India that they should stay at home for their better future and for their better health. Therefore, the classes are being held online, and it is our duty to provide all the possible conditions and possible opportunity and possible education methods so that all the students can achieve them and they should not find any hindrance in their classes to be stopped. We are today going to start class 10 CBSE classes, subject biology, and the chapter is life process. Therefore, we are going to describe about what is life and what is its processes. Life is a condition of the organisms in which different types of the activities are being held to keep them alive, and this is the thing that makes them different from the living and the non-living things. In these conditions, we are first of all like to discuss the life and process. So what are the life and what is life and what are the processes that makes us alive and different from the other things or the other organisms? This is called life processes. In this chapter, we will study especially 4 processes. Except of these 4 processes, I think there are so many other processes that are included in our life processes, such as in this way, we would like to discuss about the part of the life and process. All the activities in the processes that make an organism distinguished from other organisms or things as living and non-living are called life processes. Now, these are the processes that distinguish an organism from the other organism, whether it is alive or dead or non-living. So, these include in these processes, first of all, nutrition. Nutrition is an essential and important process of life. Nutrition, what is nutrition? First of all, nutrition is a process in which the organism take their food from the other things or the other materials, and this process or nutrition process is very important for the organism for their bodily, physical and mental development, growth. Nutrition provide also energy with the help of the respiration, in which the food particles, the food material or the food molecules are burnt and provide energy to the organism so that they can easily grow and develop. Nutrition and respiration. Respiration is a process in which the organism take the atmospheric air with the process by the process of breathing. Breathing includes exhaling and inhaling. Exhaling and inhaling, I think all the students are quite well on this process because of in this process the atmospheric air when taken inside the body of the organism is known as inhaling, and when this atmospheric air after the absorbing essential gases inside the body of organism is excreted out or the expelled out is known as exhaling. Transportation is the one of them essential processes. In this process, all the nutrients and other the gaseous material that are taken inside the body of the organism are transported to different organs, different tissues, different cells, and I think each and every cell of the organism so that each and every cell can develop excretion. It is a process in which all the toxic material or the unwanted material that are not necessary in the organism's body, or it may be said that the substances that are not essential or maybe harmful for the organism's body are extracted out or expelled out by the different processes and different organs are called excretion. In this process, some of the toxic material just like the sweat, feces, urine, etc. and CO2 also as a gaseous material expelled out from the body of the organisms. So these are the main four processes in class 10 that are to be studied to the students in high school class level. Except of there are some other life processes that are separately studied as a chapter, that are movement, reproduction, sensitivity, movement. Movement is also a kind of living organism. This is the main function that can be seen very easily in the organisms because the organism or the living organism can move by themselves from one place to the other place. This is known as the movement, and this process belongs only in the living organisms. If an organism is moving from one place to the other, it means that the organism is alive, and if the organism or the matter is not movable or motile, it means that is non-living. Reproduction. Reproduction is one of the main life processes in the organism because of reproduction is a process in which all the living organisms reproduce or produce or generate new progeny just like themselves, that they are in a new progeny in a small conditions are known as reproduction. Sensitivity. It is also a life process because of sensitivity. Sensitivity is a process in which the organism have sense for the other objects that are prevalent outside in the atmosphere, and in this way only the living organisms can react to the senses, but the non-living organisms or non-living objects cannot react to the senses that are given to them, such as a bird or rock. Bird is a living organism in which a sensitivity can be seen very easily. If we hit it, it will feel pain or maybe flee away. A rock or a stone, if we hit on rock, this will give no reaction. So this is the difference in the living and the non-living things. Now we will discuss about the nutrition. So these are the main topics or the main points in life process in high school that should be studied and should be explained clearly and broadly to the students, and these are the topics that will be discussed the next time. Nutrition. Nutrition is a process. It is a process of getting food by the organisms What is nutrition? The nutrition is a process of getting food or attaining food or taking in food by the organisms, only living organisms, only by the living organisms from other objects or other organisms. Because of some of the organisms are there which obtain their food from objects or the organism. Actually, all the foods are obtained from the plants. In direct way or indirect way, therefore, it may be said that the foods are mostly attained from the organisms. In this process, nutrition. In this process, the organism attain their food from the organisms, and it is necessary for their growth and development. In this process, whatever the food materials are taken inside the body, they are absorbed easily in the simpler molecules. Because of the complex food molecules are broken down into the simpler molecules so that they can be easily absorbed and distributed to each and every cell of the organism's body, so that this can be absorbed and may help in the development of that cell, of that organs, of that organ of the organisms of body. In this process, complex food materials are taken and they are broken down into the simpler. Most of the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, these are the mostly found in all types of the food material, and this food material is taken in by the organisms, mostly कार्बन, या इसको लिख सकते हैं कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, फैट्स, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins and minerals. These are the components of the mostly found in the food of the organisms, and this process is called nutrition. Mode. Mode of nutrition. Nutrition, it is clear that the nutrition is taken in by the organisms, and in this process, all लिख सकते हैं आप plants, and animals. So in plants and animals, the mode of nutrition is different, therefore this is divided into two parts, and this is known as autotrophic and heterotrophic. These are the two types of the modes of the nutrition, that is known as autotrophic nutrition and the heterotrophic nutrition. So first of all, we would like to discuss about the autotrophic nutrition. nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. So we will discuss about autotrophic. Auto means by itself, and trophic means synthesis of food. Heterotrophic not by itself, autotrophic synthesis of food. So these are the two modes of nutrition, that is autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. In autotrophic nutrition means auto means by itself, and trophic means synthesizing, synthesis of food. Heterotrophic, hetero means different and not maybe itself. Trophic, synthesis of food. Firstly, we will discuss this autotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotrophic mode of nutrition belongs trees, only green. Autotrophic mode of nutrition is a mode of nutrition in which the organisms are completely independent for their synthesizing of food. They are not dependent on any other object or any other organism to get their food or taking their food, and therefore these are known as autotrophic nutrition or the autotrophic organisms, and this category belongs only the green trees. Why it and how it happens? Autotrophic nutrition in autotrophic nutrition, green trees belong to this category in which they synthesize their food by themselves without the help of any other organisms. Therefore, they are known as the independent organism of our planet. In this process, they use some categories, some situations that are presence of sunlight, presence of chlorophyll, presence of CO2, presence of H2O. In this process, the plants use their pigment named chlorophyll that is situated in the mesophyll cells in the chloroplast, and with this pigment these plants or this spread the leaves, and with this pigment's help the trees traps the sunlight's photo energy, and with the trapping of this photo energy or the photons in their chlorophyll molecules, they transform it into the chemical energy, because this sunlight helps them to do so. Therefore, this light energy is changed into the chemical energy, and this chemical energy is stored in their body in the form of starch, form of glucose, C6H12O6. In this process, CO2 and H2O with the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll are important, and in this process the organism or the plants excrete some unwanted things that are wanted for the other organism of the planets, that are CO2 that is taken in and H2O that is exploded or the vapored out in the form of the vapor, O2 in the form of O2 gas, O2 that is the necessary for the other organism as a living gas or the life gas. Now we are discussing about the autotrophic nutrition and how it happens and how the plants use. here the plants, green plants. Here the green plants use CO2 from the atmosphere and H2O from the atmosphere with the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll in their leaves. And here the sunlight is trapped in this chlorophyll, and with the help of this sunlight trapping, this CO2 and H2O is transformed into the C6H12O6, that is known as starch or glucose, that is stored in leaves. O2, gaseous process. This starch is the stored food of the plants that is stored inside the leaves and branches, and O2 is released, and some H2O is excreted out by the plants with the heat of sunlight in the form of vapor. In the form of vapor, this H2O is excreted out in the vapor. This is the process of plants in which they synthesize their food without depending on any other organisms. So this is called autotrophic nutrition, mode of autotrophic nutrition. Now we will discuss about heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Hetero means different and nutrition means synthesizing of food by the organism. Therefore, this is the process. This is the process in which organisms cannot synthesize their food by themselves, or they are dependent on other organisms for their food, for their survival. In this process, the organisms except of the green plants, all the other organisms belong to this category because of the green plants. I have already cleared it that they have chlorophyll and can synthesize their food in the presence of sunlight. But the other organism aspect of the green plants are known as heterotrophic because of these organisms cannot synthesize their food by themselves, or it may be said that they are completely dependent on the other organism for their survival or for getting their food or attaining their food for their survival. Therefore, these are known as the heterotrophic. All the other organism aspect of the green trees are belonging to this category, and this process, food material is also broken down into the simpler food molecules from the complex food molecules that is easily absorbed by the organism, and this has following three categories, three types. Saprotrophic, parasitic, and holozoic. This heterotrophic nutrition further divides into the three parts that are saprotrophic nutrition, parasitic nutrition, and holozoic nutrition. Now we will discuss first of saprotrophic nutrition. Saprotrophic nutrition this is the first type of the heterotrophic nutrition. Here we are going to discuss about the saprotrophic. First of all, sapro. What means sapro? Sapro means rotting or decaying. Nutrition clear? It's already clear the what's the means of the nutrition. Sapro, trophic, synthesizing of food. Very easy. Now it can very easily be defined that what the means of the saprotrophic nutrition. In this process, the organism which attain their food from the decaying or the rotting body parts or the bodies of the organism, either that may be a plant or an animal. This type of nutrition is known as saprotrophic nutrition. In this nutrition, the organism break down the complex food material into the simple food molecules so that they can easily be absorbed by the organisms and can provide them nutrition for their growth and development. This is sapro means rotting and decaying. So this means the organisms or the bodies of the organisms, just as the plant's body, leaves, branches, stem, etc., and some animals, maybe dead bodies of that organism that are being decaying, slowly decaying with the help of the bacteria and by their chemical reactions. In this category, the organism which belong to this category of the saprotrophic nutrition are bacteria, fungi, and yeast. Because of these are the organism that use this type of nutrition that is known as the saprotrophic nutrition. Bacteria, fungi, and yeast. These organisms rotted down the bodies or the body parts of the organism, either it may be a plant or animal, and absorb their food by their rotting chemicals and rotting bodies. And such organisms which use this mode of nutrition are known as saprotrophs. Saprotrophs, example, bacteria, fungi, मशरूम वगैरह आता है इसमें, yeast, etc. These are known as saprotrophs or saprotrophic organisms or saprotrophs because they use this type of the mode of the nutrition that is known as saprotrophic nutrition. Now, parasitic nutrition. In parasitic nutrition, this is the process in which the one organism attain their food, its food from the other body of the organism in which this is not harmful and may be harmful for that organism from which it is taking its food, and the organism from which this type of the organism attain their food are known as host or the host body, and the organism which are attached to the other from which they are taking their food is known as parasite. And this type of the nutrition is known as the parasitic nutrition. Para means partially dependent, because of these organisms are partially dependent on their host body or the host organism, because of they are dependent for their food. They cannot survive without the help of this host body, because this host provide them their nutrition. Trophic means synthesizing of food. Synthesizing of food. In this nutrition, one organism is dependent, and this process is known as parasitic nutrition. These organisms attain their food from their host body. Host, the organism which provide food for parasites. So, what is the means of the host? The host is the organism which provide food for parasites, and parasites the organism which are dependent to this body, such as host may be a man, cow. Next example I will write further. And the parasite, these are the organisms which are dependent to their body for their survival to attain their food, and they absorb their food without the killing of that animal. Without killing of that animal, they parasite attain their food materials, and these parasites are of two types. Which organisms that are dependent on food are known as parasites of two types. Endoparasites, सेकंड आपका है exoparacites. What is the difference in the exo and endoparasites? Endoparasites are the organism or the parasite that are found inside the body of the host organism and attain their food from the internal organs or the internal body parts and survive easily. Such as endoparasite में आपका आता है एंटामीबा, प्लाज्मोडियम, प्लाज्मोडियम easily known, एस्केरिस, this is showing or not?
No.
Parasites. These are two types: endoparasite and exoparasites. Endoparasites are the organism or the parasite that remain inside the body of the host organism and attain their food from the internal body parts or the internal body system, and without the killing of that animal. In this category belong Plasmodium, that is responsible for malaria in human beings, and Amoeba, that is responsible for the dysentery, Ascaris, that is responsible for ascariasis in the human being, Teniasolium, that is responsible for the teniasis disease in human beings. It is present inside the internal intestine, and it is attached to the mucous membrane or the mucosa in the intestine. Fasciola, ETC. Fasciola hepatica is also an endoparasite that is found in the sheep or the human being, horse, and the pila in liver. endoparasites. Now exoparasites. Exoparasites are the organism or the parasites that are found on the outer surface of the body of the host body, and they absorb or attain their food for their survival from the outer surface of the host body, such as tick. It is found on the animals such like the cow, ox, goats, dogs, mouse, in human beings and animals also. Thank you very much. Now, this is the type of the heterotrophic nutrition. Now we will discuss in the next term about the mode of nutrition in plants, and separately and especially in the animals, how it happens and how these processes take places differently and especially in the organisms. Thank you very much, and the students remains at home to survive easily, safely. Use the sanitizers to wash your hands to protect your family and yourselves from COVID-19 virus. And the classes will be continue here, and I will be present on this topic for the live classes for your beneficial life, for your bright future. Thank you very much.